A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a highly charged Oval Office address that lasted over 80 minutes, U.S. President Donald Trump made headlines by suggesting that many Americans might actually prefer a dictator. This statement came as he signed a series of executive orders aimed at tightening federal control in Washington, D.C., and initiating prosecutions for flag burning, a controversial act that has been deemed protected speech under the First Amendment. Trump's remarks were marked by a defensive tone as he expressed frustration over what he perceives as a lack of credit for his administration's efforts to combat crime and immigration issues, particularly through the deployment of the National Guard. He criticized the media and his political opponents, claiming they label him a dictator while simultaneously expressing a desire for strong leadership. They say, "We don't need him. Freedom, freedom. He's a dictator. He's a dictator," Trump stated, adding, "A lot of people are saying, maybe we like a dictator. I don't like a dictator. I'm not a dictator. I'm a man with great common sense and a smart person." This rhetoric echoes past statements where Trump hinted at authoritarian governance, particularly during his first term when he suggested he would act like a dictator upon winning a second term. The president's recent actions include deploying the National Guard to Washington, D.C. to address what he describes as rampant crime and taking control of the city's police department. His focus on Democratic-led cities, including plans to send military support to Chicago and Baltimore, has drawn sharp criticism from local leaders, particularly Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker, who labeled Trump a wannabe dictator. Pritzker condemned Trump's military deployments as an attempt to occupy U.S. cities and punish dissenters. In response, Trump rebuffed these criticisms, claiming that he is merely trying to restore order and safety. Furthermore, Trump signed an executive order aimed at prosecuting flag burners, despite a Supreme Court ruling that protects such actions under free speech laws. If you burn a flag, you get 1 year in jail. No early exits, no nothing, he declared, emphasizing his commitment to uphold national symbols. Additionally, he announced the formation of a specialized unit within the National Guard dedicated to public order, signaling a shift in how security is managed in the Capitol. In a move that has sparked further debate, Trump expressed his intention to rename the Department of Defense back to its historical title, the Department of War, arguing that the current name is too passive. Critics have accused Trump of expanding presidential powers beyond constitutional limits, particularly with his recent military actions within U.S. borders. His Oval Office address was characterized by a mix of grievances and defiance, as he dismissed accusations of racism and engaged in a lengthy tirade against political opponents, including calling President Biden a moron. Trump also made headlines for his remarks about international relations, particularly his admiration for North Korean leader Kim Jong-un and his ongoing attempts to mediate between Russia and Ukraine. He acknowledged having spoken with Putin recently and noted the complexities surrounding a potential meeting between Putin and Ukrainian President Zelensky. "It takes two to tango, I always say, and they should meet," Trump remarked, while also hinting at potential consequences if Russia does not engage in negotiations soon. Meanwhile, the Ukrainian government condemned American filmmaker Woody Allen for participating in a Russian film festival, calling his actions a disgrace amid the ongoing conflict. Allen, who criticized Putin and denounced the invasion, faced backlash for his appearance, which was seen as supportive of the Russian regime. As tensions rise both domestically and internationally, Trump's latest statements and actions continue to fuel a heated debate about the balance of power, the role of federal authority, and the implications for American democracy. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.